Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum, there are basically two main possibilities now that I want to take you through. And I need to mention them very clearly because it has to do with managing risk in this market. Okay, I don't want you to be surprised in the end. Okay, so let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum currently following this bullish wave count, where from the low at $880, we can currently assume that the low was in. That is what you would most reasonably expect here based on the Elliott Wave count at the moment. We've followed very nicely and we've actually created a first impulsive wave structure that could theoretically now be corrected down in its first ABC, in its first wave 2. We get to that in a minute. So we moved up in a wave 1. We came down in a 2, in an ABC. We moved up in a wave 3. We came down in a 4, reached all targets nicely. And we now we have two possibilities. So let's say we are basically here. And the first possibility is the primary expectation that I have on the chart. That I have a few problems with though. And I'll mention them. I've got with both scenarios I've got on the chart. I've got problems. So the first one is here. That is the primary expectation. But again, we hit all targets here. Yeah? So I'm quite pleased how it's working out. So we would in this scenario expect that we are in this fifth wave. So basically the last wave of this larger impulse that started at $880 in 5 waves. We've in this completed a first wave. So we can count here 5 waves as complete. Up here I told you we have to expect a retracement into this area, which happened. And a reversal from there, which happened as well. Yeah, so that would suggest we have done a wave 1 and a wave 2 of the wave 5, and that we're now on our way into the wave 3 of the wave 5. So this scenario, however, is quite a bit of a crazy move actually, as I mentioned before, because it would suggest, let me just put it on the chart. It would suggest that we could really move up to. Let me just figure that out, that we could really move up overall somewhere into the region of $2,600, with this wave 5, and that this wave 3 could go to 2,240. First target would be 1980, second target would be 2,240. And that's crazy. Okay, it's possible though, but due to this escalation, I've got some problems with this scenario. Nevertheless, it is my primary expectation at the moment. So that's for me the most likely one. And again, target now for the wave 3 would be 1980 is the first target. Keep an eye on that. And then 2242 is the next one. First target for the bulls to get through is the $1,700 level. If they get above that, that's a key level on the Ethereum chart. If we get above that level, we can assume that we also go up to 1785, that's the wave 1 high, and if we get that, then we'll probably see the 1980 and then possibly the 2242. Important now is that we continue to move up, of course. Any weakness should stay below this low. I'll adjust that now. Any weakness should stay above 1560 to make this scenario work. And we need to break out above 1679 and then 1700 and then 1785. Okay. Again, the problem I have with this scenario, even though honestly it's adhering so well to the wave count and it even reversed here, but it's nearly a bit too much escalation in the current market environment that we go up to 2,500 with Ethereum. That would be from here like, well, how much is it? It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's only a rough estimate at the moment, but there would be another 65%. Not impossible for crypto, but quite a lot for Ethereum. Okay, that's the primary expectation. Where the other one is, and I mentioned that before, the other scenario is that we have already completed that fifth wave impulse up here. That we've done already the wave 1, we've done the 2, we've done the 3, we've done the 4, we've done the 5. That's possible. For me, not the primary, and why? Because what has moved up here in the wave 5 is actually a little bit too weak. It's a 5-wave move, yes, and it's moved above the wave 3, yes, but it's a little bit too weak for me. So I'm not entirely convinced that this was already the completed wave 5. But if you're now buying into Ethereum, you have to, and that's why I mentioned risk management. You have to understand that we are either in this escalation scenario where, yes, we will move higher, but it is my primary expectation, but it is nearly too much escalation for me. And that it can very well be possible that we've already completed this entire impulse. So buying in now for me is too risky, okay? It could be that we've done this and that we are now gonna come down and correct this entire first impulse as Ethereum Classic is doing it as well. And that could take us into the region between 1440, between the 38.2% fib level and the 61.8 with the highest likelihood. So between 1440 and 1230. But again, I think the 1280 level, it would be good to hold it. I wouldn't necessarily want the price to go below that level in a bullish scenario. So this is what we have to expect. Yeah, if we cannot push now above 1700, that is probably what's going to play out. And then all of this will be corrected down, and everybody who thinks he or she missed the boat here with Ethereum would have another chance to look at this here. Yeah. And again, that's no financial advice. It's only how I see the market. And these are sort of the two, for me, most likely scenarios. If we go below 1280, we have to seriously consider again the bearish scenario more closely, that I find least likely at the moment, but it's still possible. Still 35 to 40% probability for the bearish one. When would the probability for the bearish one reduce? It would significantly reduce if we now correct this movement down in an ABC pattern and we find a reversal in this larger area, because then we say, all right, we've done the first large wave 1, we've done the first large wave 2, and we're now ready for the rally in a wave 3 that can take us way above $2,500. Yeah, that's currently my view about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.